Alright, if you're sensitive, don't watch this video, because I will say something that might offend you. Okay, that's number one. The second thing is, this is a video going to be about Indian mentality and Indian attitude in relation to the Indians who are coming from Ukraine. So before any one of you who's new jumps on the bandwagon, oh, racism and racist, I'm racist. I'm an Indian passport holder, so I can talk about Indians. And yeah, okay. Now before I even start my video, I would like to genuinely, I don't know how to put it, but I feel sorry for that young man who died, who was in his 4th year of MBBS, or his parents had to endure his loss. For a parent to lose their son, I don't even know what they're going through. So there's nothing but respect for his memory and nothing but love and regards to his parents. So I'm not going to factor him in this equation. The second one is, I'm not going to factor in those boys and girls, young boys and girls, who are crying and who are seeking help and assistance. It's not right to make fun of them, and I will not, because pain and suffering because of this war is not something to be made fun of, even if you can do it or even if you can make a video. Okay. But having said that, there are certain idiots who are there in Ukraine, Indians who are going through this war, that forget being rescued. Before being rescued, they should be given a couple of slaps left, right and center. Like they say, bitch slap. Give them proper slaps, proper beatings, and then let them board the aircraft. And who are these individuals? Okay, I'll give you the example. There was this. Now, I'm not factoring in Muslim or Hindu, BJP or Congress. I'm identifying them as Indians. Okay, because Indians are asking the Indian government to help. This guy, he tried to escape from Ukraine and was unable to reach the Indian embassy. Okay, so he struggled and finally he was able to escape. So what did he do? He went on Facebook and he put his opinion. The Indian embassy didn't help me. Ukrainian, military helped me and all. And in the end, I finally made it to India. I finally made it to safety, and I'm going to fly to India. And then he puts down below, fuck you, Indian embassy. What? Okay, you are not able to get in touch with the Indian embassy, and then you throw shit on your own country and your own this thing. You want your country to help you, but then you shit on your own country. You want the Indian government to help you, and you are talking smack about the Indian government? Okay. See, we do not know what challenges the Indian embassy was going through. We do not know. Maybe there were 20,000 calls happening at the same time. Maybe they ran away from there. Maybe they are not able to respond there. Maybe they do not know what to do. But we need to understand that it's a war. It's a situation. So now, what is your response? Like a sense of entitlement, and after getting rescued, okay, fine, the Ukrainians help you. So then you insult your own country. You're running away from that country and going back to your own country, and you're insulting your own country's people. Okay. Now I know what you'll say. Roy, what about you? You talk about the bad things about you, talk bad about India. Rape. Should I talk good about rape? Oh, it happens in USA. Yeah, it happens in USA. I'm talking about what happens in India. Let's say, for example, someone raped someone in your family and you are shouting about it. What is the right answer to give is, yeah, your sister got raped or your mother got raped. Yeah, rape happens in USA also, right? Isn't that a smart answer? In fact, one idiot. There's no shortage of idiots. There's one Indian idiot. He comments below my video. I put that I went to eat Indian food. Just imagine the mental capacity of an Indian. He comments, "Oh, you talk bad about India and you talk bad about Indian people, but you like Indian food. I don't understand." Fantastic logic, fantastic. You don't like India, you don't like Indian people, but you like Indian food. How come? Yeah, because Indian food doesn't put rubbish on my channel. Indian food does not rape girls. Indian food does not, cause corruption in politics. Indian food does not cause racism. Sometimes I wonder, I want to ask these guys, did your mother drop you on your head when you were born? Either that or something. Some mental issues there. You have to check with the psychiatrist. One of the two. So you tell me which one. What stupidity. Hey, you don't like... if I criticize rape and corruption and the bad practices and racism and... Yeah, you don't like Indian racism, you don't like Indian rape, you don't like Indian corruption, but you like Indian food? How? That way I can ask you, you like American movies, you don't like American shit? That is also American, right? What a knowledge, what a knowledge. So this was one. The second example of Indian stupidity. This guy, it came on my Facebook feed, India.in or India Today or some news outlet. This guy, his photograph is shown. Oh, they didn't serve, we could not eat any food. So I was like, sheesh man, they could not eat any food. He's saying they only gave us sandwiches, pork and beef sandwich. We did not have vegetarian sandwiches. Oh shit, yeah, damn. For the refugee menu, they should have had a veg, veg menu for refugees, veg menu for refugees. Maybe a good idea would be to have lactose-free menu for refugees. Maybe gluten-free diet, a gluten-free diet. And for those of you who don't like seafood, a seafood special or non-seafood special, what about a paleo diet, Indian paleo diet? Nice, na? Then we'll also have, they'll complain, you're racist, this is South Indian food, what about North Indian food? What about East Indian food? What about West Indian food? Oh, this is not a Muslim meal, this is not halal, this is haram, so I want a halal meal. Then a Hindu will say, oh, I want this to be blessed by a Hindu Pandit. It should be as per our Hindu Vedas. Where does it end, my dear? This kind of stupidity. I think someone forgot to give the memo to that Indian wannabe doctor. Refugees do not get what do we call that? A nice menu with options. Sorry, sorry. You will have to eat. And then he said, I had to survive on bread. Oh my Allah, oh my Bhagwan, oh my Lord Jesus, you had to eat only bread. Oh my God. I wonder, so many Africans, so many people in Syria, they also must be like, we don't want to eat this, we want to eat that. You fucking moron, you should be grateful. You should kiss the feet of those people giving you those sandwiches. At least they are giving you something to eat, you ungrateful son of a whatever. How dare you? I mean, this is the audacity of Indians, the shamelessness of Indians. And I'm ashamed. I am ashamed. And then I'll give you the climax example. Agreed, we don't like Modi. Fine. Agreed, we do not like his policies. Okay. And on my channel, I've spoken against Modi's policies. Modi, according to me, is a great leader. Rules with an iron fist. He knows how to handle the Indian population. It's 1 billion. So you can't have someone who kisses ass. So I've told you, I admire that man. And yes, he has done things. He has tried to change. And yes, he has failed in some area, like the demonetization. It didn't succeed. He tried, okay, a futuristic city, 5 trillion economy, this and that. So many things he tried. He didn't succeed. Now it's easy to criticize him for failure. I look at it as, at least he tried. At least he tried. Now there is a reason why he does whatever. Sorry, I burped. He does whatever he does. Like a Citizenship Amendment Act. I understand why all this is happening, and there is no straightforward answers to them. Okay? There's no easy solution. Yes, it would be nice if we could have neutral policies, but where religion and politics comes into play, there's no straightforward answer. Okay? So anyway, that is for another chapter. Now, I've told you that I criticize Modi's policies. I don't agree everything with the BJP, what it does. Okay? Remove the hijab, I was not for it. The hijab ban, I was not for it. So in case you say I'm anti-Muslim, I didn't agree with the Citizenship Amendment Act. But then again, country, its laws. Because in Saudi, they will not allow Hindus and Christians. And at least India is taking refugees. Saudi and all these places, they take refugees. They don't. Okay. So let's not talk only bad. Now, coming to the main thing. I've told you that I criticize Modi's policies and the BJP's policies. But, where they do something good, we need to appreciate, applaud, respect, and give them credit. Modi, with all his imperfections, BJP with all their flaws, they still did the unthinkable. They made sure that they saved their citizens. They made sure that they helped them. They made sure that they were flown. In fact, see what they did, what Pakistan did. They failed. I'm sorry to say, Pakistan failed. In fact, look at what the Africans are going through. Their government failed them. India's leader, Modi, with all his imperfections, with all the criticism, he deserves respect. He deserves applause. Yes, we might not like him, I might not like him, you might not like him. When a person does something right, let's respect that person, huh? And Modi deserves this credit. Okay, I found it hilarious when that one of Modi's member party in the airline, he was giving a big speech. We are there, our government is there, BJP is there for you, whatever, fine. I understand it's a little bit of a PR. But PR, at what cost? He saved your life. If someone saves my life, I'll put a shirt of Modi, I'll put a vote for BJP, no problem. You saved my life. You saved my family. At least that loyalty should be there. Man, even a dog is fucking loyal, yeah. Come on. And still you talk shit about Modi? I mean, fuck you, man. Come on, you're a sick son of a bitch. What? And see, the best part is when they have to complain, India, no help us, so better to kill us, Indian government is not doing anything. Okay, fine, you complained. But after they saved you, did you at least have the decency to say to Prime Minister Modi, ji, thank you, sir. I was your critic, I criticized the BJP, you saved my life, thank you, sir. Did you at least have the decency to do that? Tell me, I'm asking a simple question. Did you have the decency to do that? When you don't have the decency to do that, then don't fucking criticize, no? You're an ungrateful piece of shit. That is what these Indians are. Not all. I'm an Indian also. The majority, sadly. And remember, put it in context of what I said. The man and his party saved your life. You'll say, no, it is not the party, it is the country. Then Africa, what happened? Imran Khan's party, what happened? The leader of the nation did something. It's very easy for Rahul Gandhi or, I don't know, whichever other, to, what the hell, and this and that, and do something, no? See, Rahul Gandhi, if he's so brave, you fucking go fly, no? Do something, no? Why you're not doing anything? Just talking? For me, I like to be fair. I told you, I don't agree with everything Modi says. I don't agree with all his policies. I don't agree with how BJP does certain things. But when they do something right, you have to give them respect. You're a fucking ungrateful person. It's like, for example, you don't like me, fine. But I made sure with my resources I saved you and your family. And you don't even say a thank you? And you're a piece of shit, man. This is the problem with our Indians. And I'll tell you what will happen next. They save them and everything, and they will forget it. They will not even think about it. They will not even remember it. How I know this? Because the number of Indians who get in touch with me, the number of people, hey bro, you know, bro, hey dude, hey this, hey brother, help me, help me. And after helping, I've never received a thank you. And even if I've received a thank you, it's like, hey, thanks, man, hey, bye. Indian mentality. In fact, our Indian mentality can be best summed up by, how much for this onion? Oh, $1. Oh, sheesh, one. How much for this tomato? Oh, $1. Oh, sheesh, yeah, expensive. Okay, give me this tomato plus one extra tomato. Okay, okay, give me. Hey, just this one tomato for free. Yeah, come on, come on. Hey, please, yeah, please, please. Oh, onion, $1. Oh, that one is 99 cents. Hey, you save 1 cent? Oh, you can become a millionaire. That same person, when he goes and he is walking, Apple says the new iPhone, $1,400 iPhone. The new improvement is, it's same like your old phone, only thing, it is iPhone 2022. That same person who saves 1 cent will spend $1,000 on an iPhone. In fact, our Indians are even worse. They will spend $1,000. I know one Indian guy. He told me he didn't have money to pay me. The same guy had a sex chat with somebody, and he gave his card details, and before he knew it, from India, they cleaned up his bank account. And then he actually took a loan to take my advice. This is our Indian man. In fact, our Indians, I'm sorry to say, being an Indian, you give an Indian a finger, he will eat your hand. You give an Indian one, he will take the one. Please, sir, please, give me one more. You give him two, please, sir, discount, sir. You give him three, please, sir, one more, sir. Sir, what about for my mother, sir? For my mother. Sir, I have a father also. After you give that, sir, my child also. Then you give him that, sir, for my unborn child, sir, next one. You give him that, sir, next year, sir. What about next year, sir? Please, sir, please. This is our Indians. Typical Indian mentality. You know, they say, no, there's no smoke without fire. This is a fact. Sadly, our Indian mentality is like the Filipino mentality. It's called the crab mentality. You work, he works, but he succeeds, you'll want to pull him down. Okay? And it doesn't matter whether you're growing or not growing, he is growing, bring it down. Oh, she's successful. Oh, she's a bitch, man. She's sleeping around. She opens her legs, yeah. Oh, he's succeeding. Yeah, man, he's kissing ass, yeah. He's fucking this and that. The same Indians, how much are you working on yourself? It's unfair here. Life is unfair here. Yeah. I'll give you one last example before I conclude. And this is once again, unfortunately, an Indian. This guy, I know him for many years. Okay. Now this guy, he was earning more than me, more successful than me, elder to me. And I'll tell you, every single day, I'm not exaggerating, every single day, the guy would go to a bar or pub and he would spend money on alcohol and women, okay, even food and all that. And not only that, he would splurge money on these girls to be with him. In fact, he was the only Indian who used to go to Hard Rock Cafe where they would only allow whites in Dubai, opposite Burjuman, this Hard Rock Cafe. They would only allow him, being an Indian. Rest, any other Indian, African, any nationality, no, whites only. But they allowed. Why? He used to blow money. Like he would pay like $500 a night just drinking. Sometimes he'll blow his whole salary. So this guy, full life, prostitutes, drinking, alcohol. Oh, he would bring 6 to 7 girls to have sex with at home. So now this guy, when I went through a tough time, I said, if you can help me with anything, even if you can't help, I understand. And he told me, I'm sorry, Loy, I can't help you. I'm myself in debt. And then he told me, like, I spend on credit card and I enjoy life. You might see me enjoying with girls and all that. I spend on my credit card. I've taken loans for that. I said, I perfectly understand, and I didn't have anything bad to tell him. Now, he sent me a message a few days ago. Okay? And apparently he had an accident. And because of COVID and all that, they terminated him. Because anyway, business is down. And recession. And now this Russia thing. And, he's useless. They terminated him. And now because of that, he doesn't have money to pay basic things. He has maxed out on his cards. He has maxed out on his loans. Okay? And then he sent me a message. He said, Loy, can you help me? Now, I can help him. Not that I can't. The question is, why should I help him? When you enjoyed your life to such an extent where there was no control, then when I did ask you for help, you're unable to help because you have maxed out on all your cards and all, and you can't help anyone. But still, you wouldn't stop your life of drinking, smoking, women and drugs and whatever. So now, after you've enjoyed your whole life, now when you're suffering, you want others to help you. For what? Feel sorry for what? That you wasted your whole life? I told him very frankly. See, he wasn't bad to me. He told me very honestly, I can't help you. So I also sent him a message. Genuinely, I told him, listen, I can help you. It's not that I can't. But that money that I can send to you, I can spend it on my daughter, on my wife, or I can keep it for our, tough times. Tomorrow, if I get an accident, nobody's going to help me. So, survival of the fittest, man. I'm sorry. But you couldn't help me when I needed you. I can't help you today when you need me. What is wrong? And why should I help him? Instead of helping him, a guy who is nearly old and destroyed his whole life, I might as well invest in my child's future, no? At least some study or somebody who's working hard. Let's say I helped one boy from India who wanted to buy a laptop to work, to feed his parents. I bought him a laptop. Better, right? Than a guy who was smoking, drinking drugs and had an accident and with prostitutes. Look, I don't want your certificate of appreciation. Oh, Law, you still have a good heart. No, fuck you. I don't need your good heart certificate. The point of what I'm trying to say here is this attitude that Indians have, this self-righteous, this entitled attitude, this backstabbing behavior, this, trying to follow a Western template, demanding rights, and after you get saved, you're insulting your own country. I mean, you go to a foreign country and then you have to come back to your own country, and that same country and its people and its services, you, instead of saying fuck you to the Indian embassy, you should have said, I understand the Indian embassy was inundated with work, but finally, even though they were not ready to help me or they couldn't help me, the Indian government helped. Thank you. There was no appreciation at all. There was only criticism. Why? Because that stupid animal, no, animals are at least better. That stupid piece of turd, he felt entitled. Man, who will even look at your face, man? They'll not even spit at you. That's the problem with today's people. That's the problem with today's generation. That's the problem with today's mentality of our Indians. Shame. I just want to conclude and say one thing. It's very easy to act high and mighty. It's very easy to think that the world owes you something. It's very easy to be entitled. It's harder to be humble. It's harder to accept that, yes, I'm at fault. Maybe I need to learn something. Be humble, man. Have a heart of gratitude. With all the imperfections of Modi and BJP, and Kudos to them for doing something worthwhile. Seriously, respect to them. Respect to that man Modi. He is serving a nation of 1 billion people. You can't expect all 1 billion people to be happy. Agreed, he is loyal to his religion and he's loyal to Hinduism and he's loyal to Hindu gods and you can't expect perfection. But at least there's something good he's doing. The game of politics is dirty. The game of power is dirty. The game of religion is complicated. Don't expect a straightforward answer. In fact, I've always told you this. If not Modi, then who? We don't have another option. Like they say, no? The only reason Modi is successful is because the opposition is weak. Congress is no saint. Congress, they looted and they took advantage and they destroyed people and their faith with all their scandals over the years. That is why nobody trusts them. They've not forgotten. They've not forgotten the evil that was done. That is why now the lesser of two evils. Anyway, this is what I wanted to say. It's a shame. It's a shame our Indians do not have a sense of gratitude. It's a shame that they only see the bad. It's a shame that they're not humble. It's a shame that they're not grateful. They only demand, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want this. And Modi is, I'm sure he must have helped so many people. He must have done so many things good. He should have, right? He has not done only bad. At the end of the day, remember this much. He was elected into power. You'll say, yeah, because 80% are Hindus. Fine. Democracy, right? You wanted democracy, you got it, right? Anyway, it's unfortunate how our Indian mentality is. Oh, I want, the sandwich is beef. Oh, the sandwich is pork. I want veg sandwich. Let's hope that you get a refugee menu with gluten-free options and lactose-free and no seafood and halal and haram and, you know, Jain menu and Hindu menu and Muslim menu. I'm sure North Indian, South Indian, East Indian, all that should also be there, right? Once you go home, let's hope you get a vegetarian set. May you get caviar. May you get, not caviar, 5-star food in the house. Until then, remember, refugees, beggars can't be choosers. If any one of you know this guy, send my video to him. Needs a little bit of common sense. Idiot. This is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, you guys take care. This is me signing off. Ciao.